Hey Danny, how you doing, man?
The hills are alive
Julie Andrews? Is that you?
with the sound of muse. Yeah, it's
That was
me.
perfect, Dan. I loved that. That was brilliant.
It's me, Julie Andrews. I've got a cold. I sound a bit different, I know.
I've got a cold that made you Scottish.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course. Have you got anything you'd like to say for yourself before we talk about the 3-hour-long film, The Sound of Music, Julie Andrews?
The hills look so nice and the sky was so blue. That's why I was late.
Oh, well, that makes perfect sense. I can completely understand that. If someone turned up to work and said, sorry, I'm late, because, you know, the sky was blue, I'd say, well, that's reasonable.
Yeah, quite right.
That makes perfect sense.
Oh.
Why wouldn't you stop to look at the sky? It's perfectly blue.
It was so blue. We'll get back out there and look at it. Jesus.
So get back out there and stay out there, you dickhead.
Lewis just called Julie Andrews a dickhead. And Lewis's career has been cut short.
What?
What?
I called fictional Julie Andrews a dickhead.
Whatever.
Not real life Julie Andrews.
Whatever happened to that guy, Lewis Brindley? Yeah, he called Julie Andrews a dickhead.
I like how that implies that Julie Andrews is like the god emperor of the acting industry.
Yeah.
It's like anybody gets an audition and she's like, no, I think they should get it instead.
I mean,
And they're like, okay, Julie Andrews, you know best.
I imagine she has some clout in the industry.
Yeah, I do imagine she has clout, but
Yeah.
Miss Andrews, if you're listening, please do know that I was not calling you a dickhead.
No.
I was calling Danny a dickhead.
Hiya.
It's my pet name for him.
Yeah. What's my pet name for you, Lewis?
First thing that came to mind was Dickface. I don't know why.
Shithead.
Yes, shithead. That's precisely what he called me. Yeah. So have we got some bullshit for today, Dan?
Yeah.
Have we got some bullshit that we definitely hastily come up with before the show?
Sorry, I'm gonna have to spin that again. What?
Sorry, yeah, you want to get that clean.
Yeah. Go on, say what you're gonna say, Lewis.
The good news is that we've got some bullshit that we definitely didn't come up with hastily before the show.
Oh no. No.
No.
This is all prepared weeks before.
Yeah, that's what the people tune in for. The bullshit is puppet shows.
Yeah, that of course it is.
Of course it is. Right, I've been reading a book. A fiction book, not a book just about the history of puppet shows. Although I imagine that would be fairly interesting. But yeah, a book called Rivers of London? Yes, Rivers of London by Ben Aronovich. And it's dead good. It's like a surprising amount of horniness in it, but it is dead good. It's about, basically, there's this copper, and he's like, well, I'm a copper, and now I'm going to try and graduate from being a base-level policeman to being a specialist policeman. And he puts in for this thing, this transfer he wants, and he doesn't get it, but then there's this bloke who turns up, and he's like, hi, I'm a wizard. Do you want to be a wizard cop? And he's like, fucking alright then. Let's get down to the wizard police station. And that's essentially the plot of the book.
Wow.
But the reason I come back to puppet shows is because the main sort of villain? I don't really know. It's like, essentially, there's this string of crimes they keep investigating in which people turn into Punch from Punch and Judy and then act out the original story of Punch and Judy.
Right. What is the original story of Punch and Judy?
It is fucking horrific, is what it is.
Oh.
It's called The Tragical Comedy of Punch and Judy or something like that.
Oh, right, okay.
But I've only read half the book, so you're going to get half a story here. But it starts off by a dog biting Punch on the nose.
Right.
And he is so infuriated by that, Punch is, that he beheads the man who was walking the dog. Without even a second hesitation, he reaches out and beheads him. Of course he does. And then he's real mad about that, and he goes home, and then apparently throws his baby out the window, and then beats his wife to death.
What?
And then, what's the next thing that happens? The next thing that happens is something about, he gets
still arrested.
Angry. No, he doesn't get arrested yet.
Oh, right.
He goes out into the street, and he's still angry, so he stands outside a rich man's house, then kicks up a fuss about, like, God, I'm bloody angry. Then the rich man's servant comes out and says, can you keep it down a bit, mate? Rich bloke's trying to have a nap in there. And then he beats the servant to death.
Oh my god.
Then he gets taken to a hospital for something, and then he kicks a doctor in the eye. It's like, that's like the story.
And this is all portrayed.
And this is portrayed in a
puppet
series
form.
of crimes perpetrated by people who become randomly possessed by the spirit of Punch.
Do you know what they should do? They should make a live action version of that.
Should they now?
Yeah, and it could be like directed by Tarantino or someone like that. Because it's always
There's a lot of blood in this book, I've got to say.
For the entirety of history, Punch and Judy has been a puppet show. Why has no sick mind decided to go, here, we can make a really weird and horrible film out of this? And he could just say at the beginning, based on the puppet show.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it's all about that horrific, about, killing assorted people just because you fucking feel like it. Who gives a shit?
So,
and then, yeah.
So he's that angry that even after he kills his child and his wife, he doesn't then stop and go. He's so angry that just overwhelms. It just doesn't
being
even.
bitten on the nose by a dog.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you be?
Yes, precisely. And what happens is, hang on. Yeah, because in the book I'm reading, it's a dead good book. If you like books like thrillers, like about police and crimes and also the supernatural, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, like each crime that represents an event in the story of Punch and Judy happens like as a crime, if that makes sense.
Oh, right, okay.
So like somebody is like suddenly possessed by the spirit of Punch, and then their face like changes shape. So they got that really big chin and big nose and the idiotic hat, and they've got all that stuff, and then they do the crime, and then their face goes back to normal, but all their skin is like fallen off because their face has been so horrendously misshapen and manipulated, and so yeah, there's quite a lot of references to the flaps of face on his skin fell off, and it's like, oh bloody hell, that's not nice. I don't think I want to read that. Christ,
Jesus.
So yeah, good book, gross, but I'm really enjoying it.
Good book. I mean, it's possessed by Punch from the Punch and Judy puppet show, but good book.
Good book.
Wow.
I think it's Punch and Judy is a bit. I mean, I know it's sort of it's a British seaside staple. Is it like in a weird way?
Is it?
I mean, sort of.
That's
Whenever I go to the seaside, there's always somebody.
That's what people watch at the seaside. They laugh their arses off at women being killed and babies getting thrown out of windows.
I'm fairly certain the script has changed somewhat since the 1800s when it was originally written.
Oh, it's not what it was. It's like,
are you a hipster of Punch and Judy? Just like, that's not what it was. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Have you ever been in a restaurant and like a restaurant that you're always in, and you've been with like a relative or something like that, and they notice like the tiniest difference, and then they say stuff like it's changed hands.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the tiniest difference. It's like, oh God, it's changed hands in here. It's changed hands. It's gone downhill.
That always makes me laugh. It's the most bizarre thing. It's like we had this in the village I used to live in. We had this chip shop that like for some reason nobody could make it work. Nobody could turn a profit in this chip shop for one reason or another. So it kept changing hands on like a regular basis, but like it was always exactly the same whenever you went in, except for like the posters behind the counter would be like, oh, it's two medium chips for however much now instead of 3.
Right.
Oh, what's going to happen now? It's changed hands. Ooh. It's absolutely bizarre.
It's really bizarre, and it's like I wouldn't notice otherwise because it was like I think it was I can't remember what it was, but they normally put out like little bowls of like crackers to start you off, like as a sort of just to sort of tide you over until you get your
water biscuits or. No,
just like almost. I think Ritz. I think they're Ritz.
Oh, that's bloody fancy. Then.
Yeah,
Ritz crackers.
I like Ritz. And then one time they weren't put out, and my relatives were like, "Oh God." I don't know why I'm doing an English. I know that English accent, but they said it exactly like this. Oh God, it's changed hands in here. Oh God.
They went. Sorry, I had a bit of a cough then.
Oh, sorry. Oh God. It's changed hands, do you think? Do you think it's changed hands? It's gone quite downhill in here. It's like, yeah, but it's only because you didn't get a bowl of crackers out, though. Whoever's serving us could have just forgot, or maybe they don't do them anymore because it's fucking Ritz and they're quite expensive for every single table and every single family that comes in. So
maybe it's what always makes me laugh with the whole it's changed hands. What always makes me laugh with that is the fact how it's said in hushed tones.
Yeah,
it's
changed hands.
It's like the kind of thing you'd say if you were at a funeral of someone and the person was an alcoholic.
Yeah,
and you would never say, oh, well, he did like his whiskey or whatever.
Yeah,
don't please say that.
Bastard.
It's the exact same thing. It's like, I think it's changed hands.
Yeah.
I think it's changed hands. I don't think we can actually say that out loud.
It's so ridiculous.
It's gritted teeth behind a bowl of Ritz crackers.
so many people will never say what's wrong in a restaurant as well. They'll just
what kind of bollocks is that?
Lie barefaced to the waiters like, oh my god, they got their dinner before us. We came in first and they got their dinner before us. What the fuck is that? Everything all right? Absolutely fantastic. Yep, it's really
absolutely fucking brilliant.
Really
I
nice.
might just shit myself
really
with
nice.
joy. That's how good this food is.
Special. Shithole. Not coming back here again. It's changed hands.
You're completely right. It's like, I think it's more of a thing the further down south you go. Like when you're in London, if you complain in a restaurant, it's like it's bizarre.
Yeah.
It's because they're like, oh, I don't have to deal with this on a semi-regular basis. It's like, it's fine, but like, I'm sorry, I didn't order this side, or I didn't order. Do you mind just like changing it? And they'll be like,
oh, what?
Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose that's all right.
A complaint? What? There's a lot of complaints up in Scotland.
This steak is not thick enough.
I never
I
ordered.
wanted at least 3 inches thicker.
I never ordered that, you dozy cunt. Okay, I'll get that sorted for you, sir.
That reminds me, the word cunt. It was said in the Australian Parliament a while ago. And there's this whole uproar about it. It's like the word cunt was said in the Australian Parliament, but by an MP to another MP.
Oh my god.
And there was like this whole uproar about it. But like, you're supposed to be leading the country and presenting a good example, but you shouldn't really be saying language like that. And they had this whole thing, and I think it came down eventually. I think it's very similar to the British political system. I think their equivalent of the Speaker of the House sort of eventually ruled.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's part of the Australian language.
Can't.
We need to be able to say anything in this room to govern efficiently. So yeah,
wow.
If you want to call somebody a cunt in Australia, go to the Parliament buildings.
Yeah. I like the idea that the only place you can say cunt is the Parliament building. Anywhere else, you're like tackled to the ground and arrested. I find it funny. It's like you're not even allowed to fucking clap in our Parliament. It's so stupid.
No, you're not, are you? Yeah, that's a good point. That's why they do that whole...
Which sounds...
I bloody like politics. That whole thing.
Which sounds even worse than clapping, because it's literally just old people going...
You know what they're saying is here.
Yeah,
listen to this.
yeah.
Here. But it just becomes... no
time
at all. It's bizarre.
It's so strange. But yeah, I
And
think
then the speaker's there smashing his... What is it? He's got like a gavel. And he's just order.
Order.
All right, fine, whatever. But then, right, I think the British political system might be improved if
we're allowed to say
the speaker... well, yes, if we're allowed to say cunt. But also, why does the speaker saying order not really mean anything? I know it means, right, everybody hush up now. We're going to listen to this dickhead say whatever he wants to say. I know that's what it means, but like... It has no power.
It does, though.
Like, say, in a classroom or something. That's the only way you get students to be quiet. Is right. The next person to talk, staying behind at lunch. That's the only way you'd get any kind of semblance of order. And the speaker, in theory, has power enough to say, right, you're causing too much of a hassle. Get out. But they would never do that.
Well,
because then the rest of the political party would just get up and walk out.
I mean, well, they have because there was an MP called Dennis Skinner.
Right.
Who was for Labour, and he...
For a second I thought you were going to say Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace is now an MP.
Dennis the Menace was in Parliament.
No, but
he's grown up from the Beano.
Sorry. he called David Cameron Dodgy Dave in Parliament, and John Bercow was like, the right honourable gentleman can make his point without using language like that. I'm going to have to ask him to withdraw his statement. If not, he will have to... He's like, I still refer to him as Dodgy Dave. And then, Dennis gets sent out.
Oh, I see. Well,
for the remainder.
I was unaware of this. I would have believed that was just something the Speaker had never done. Like how the Queen's never vetoed anything, I would have believed that was just something he'd never done.
No, I think he sends a lot of people out.
Well, my favourite part of the Cameron Prime Ministership. That's not a word. That can't possibly be what the tenure is. That a better word for that?
Yeah, the administration.
Yeah, that's the one. My favourite part of that administration was when it came out that David Cameron had sex with a pig's head, and then Charlie Brooker went, "Oh, bloody told you so!" Way.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yes. Well, anyway, have we talked enough about the word cunt and
pig's heads,
politics?
Yeah,
and people transforming into Punch and Judy, and talked enough about that yet?
Yeah, let's do the film. Okay,
let's talk about this film.
We are doing The Sound of Music today, and it was written by.
You can tell from Danny's flawless singing at the start.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm practicing for the entire week for that. And it was written by.
You can tell. You can so tell.
And it was written by. And it was written by Ernst Lehmann, and the story was by Maria von Trapp, who was uncredited for whatever reason. I mean, the film is literally about her. But and it was directed by Robert Wise, and it is starring Julie Andrews, Christopher Plummer, and some others.
And some others too. That's
yeah.
A brilliant point.
Wikipedia didn't have there. I mean, it's in the titles of the thing. I could have just sat through.
Fuck reading through.
Fuck that, man. Honestly, that yellow writing. Oh.
I don't like yellow. Something's written in yellow. It's not getting read. Sorry,
if it was
just
in blue,
the way it is.
If it was in blue, I'd give it a look. But do you have an opening statement, Lewis?
I do. An undeniable classic in the history of cinema, though still not as good as Cats 2019. Release the butthole cut! Please don't do that. As much as I think it's hilarious that one exists, that should not be released. If you're out of the loop on this, which, to be honest, I can't imagine you would be, but I feel like I have to say this anyway. You know the film Cats that came out in 2019? I'm going to leave some space here, Dan, just so they can go, yeah. Do you know that film? Yeah, well, that film, there also exists a cut of it where the CGI people CGI'd in anatomically correct buttholes on all of the Cats characters.
Yeah.
So that's nice, isn't it?
Which I don't understand, because if they're not going to...
No, I've got no idea why you would do that.
If they're not going to put in genitals, then why would they put in an arse hole?
Yep.
I don't get it.
Also, if you were that concerned about the genitalia of the characters in this film, wouldn't you just make them wear clothes?
Yeah.
Like Kung Fu Panda, how they've got both fur and clothes.
It's so strange, the film, because they're all, the cats are like, I don't know what's wrong, they're all horny to fuck. They're all like, and then there's these buttholes that are going to be added in where they're all just fucking rubbing each other's butthole. Oh, just fucking stop. Honestly, it's a kids' film, you fucking weirdos. Do you know what we need? We need buttholes. Jesus Christ. But anyway, a classic music. I fucked it up already. Jesus Christ, shoot me. A classic.
Sorry, we're only 20 minutes in, mate. Don't worry.
I know. A classic musical, epic in scope and execution. A love story with a rejection of militarism and a promoter of joy and happiness for all. Soppy but necessary.
Indeed, soppy but necessary.
Yeah.
We're going to see our cues then, Cocker. Hit me with them.
Yeah. The lovey-dovey stuff isn't my thing, to be fair. I thought there wasn't as much of it as I thought there was going to be, which was good. Mm-hmm. But see, this brings me on to another point. See, we're diving straight into this. See the song between Rolf and Liesel?
Yes.
I was worried that he was like the film's example of like what a decent guy is, and he was like, "You need someone older telling you what to do," and then I was like, "Oh, he's a Nazi. It makes sense. All right, okay, that's fine." I thought he was.
Yes. Good. He's a Nazi. It's the only sentence in which that is an applicably good phrase.
Yeah, because I was like, "Oh no, he's not going to be the protagonist, is he? He's so like creepy with his possessive way." Oh no, it's fine. He's a Nazi. Yeah. Character building right there. That makes sense.
Good stuff. Good cheeky bit of character building. What's not to love?
Yeah. And why every time there's like a lovey-dovey bit, why does it go all hazy?
I have no idea.
Why does
it's like the season 1 filter on RuPaul's Drag Race.
It's like I don't know. It's like an oil painting with water on it. It's like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, whoa, you alright?
Maybe that's the whole point. It's like an oil painting. She's remembering it blissfully and being like, oh yes, this is my oil painting of a life.
Yeah, maybe. I doubt it, but maybe.
I have a question for you, Dan.
Go on.
How would you, Daniel Kerb, solve a problem like Maria?
I'd put her on a train to Siberia.
Well, I mean, that's certainly one way to do it. Because I came up with 2 ideas. Because, right.
What is the problem?
The problem with Maria, according to IMDb...
She seems pretty right. She seems pretty alright.
The problem, according to the nuns, is that she doesn't like the very regimented lifestyle where it's like, get up, pray all day, go to bed. She doesn't like that regimented lifestyle.
Yeah.
So she needs something a bit more crazy and wacky and out there.
It's the entire schedule right there. Get up, pray all day, go to bed.
Right, I don't know what nuns do. That is genuinely what I imagine nuns do. What does a nun do in a day? We're Googling it now, everyone. What does a nun
Praying will be in there somewhere.
Yeah, pray, I would imagine pray is most of it. Holy Trinity Monastery.
Praying.
A typical day, 5 a.m, get up, pray.
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe some breakfast. 6 a.m, vigils. A meditative start to the day, a mixture of psalms and scriptures.
So praying.
So a different type of praying.
Yeah.
At 7:15 a.m, Lord's or morning prayer sung in English.
Okay, so prayer.
So a different type of praying. After we each begin our work for the day at this point, not forgetting the housework.
Okay. Right. Okay.
I'm not sure what the work of the day is.
So I'd imagine like cleaning and doing laundry and that.
Yeah, maybe general upkeep of the monastery. I genuinely have no idea.
Cutting the grass and
yeah,
don't know.
I guess. And then 12 noon. That's the midday prayer sung in English.
Praying. Yep.
12:30. Lunch, which is shared with guests and visitors.
Right. Nice.
And then there's some free time for writing, hobbies, or one of those little jobs that is always waiting to be done.
Wow.
And at 2:30 p.m, work begins again. What work? I genuinely do not know the work that nuns do. 4 p.m. or thereabouts, being British, we generally have a cup of tea. And then at 5 p.m, Vespers, sung in Latin.
So praying.
Sounds like a different type of... I don't know what Vespers are, but it sounds like a different type of praying.
Sounds like praying.
6:45 p.m, supper, the main meal of the day. After supper, we try to keep the house quiet so anyone who wishes can pray. Can pray or read without being disturbed.
Pray or read.
Oh. Pray or read. You can't do both.
Yeah.
I like to imagine there's a nun stalking the halls. Are you praying? No, sister, I'm reading. Well, that's all right then.
One or the other.
2 things. But sister, I just need to go. I need to use the bathroom. No, pray or read. For some reason, the idea of a furious nun is utterly hilarious.
Stop breathing. Pray.
And then at 8:15 p.m, there is the compline or night prayer, sung in English. Which is more praying. Right. Afterwards comes a special time known as the Great Silence, lasting until Lord's the next day, when no one speaks or makes any unnecessary noise. Free to go to bed after compline and lights out is at 11 p.m.
Oh.
Well then, so praying.
So praying.
And loads of praying, and then mysterious work. Vocation. I feel like it's going to be in vocation.
Yeah.
Becoming a nun. Oh no, that's not it. I want to know what work nuns do now. I'm invested.
Do nuns get like a night out? Do they get to go to like clubbing and that after like a long week of mysterious work and praying?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I doubt it. A long day of hard praying. They go out on the town as a nun.
Yeah, go.
in their nun outfit, they go out on the town. Get drinking. It's only red wine. That's the only thing they're allowed to drink.
The blood of Christ.
Yeah.
And the bouncer's like,
yum.
Sorry, girls, no fancy dress tonight. No, we are nuns. we are actually nuns. And they haven't like worn it now. They just go out in their full nun regalia. No, we are nuns. Can we come in?
Suppose so, ladies. Go on.
You wearing trainers?
No trainers or shoes. So we're wearing nun shoes.
We're wearing slippers.
What shoes nuns wear? Slippers? I do imagine they wear
I'd imagine so. Or like sand shoes or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
Maybe they've got like anyway.
we've literally just fucking discussed the day of a nun. Okay.
Okay, right. We're talking about how you would solve a problem like Maria.
Yeah.
But the problem is Maria doesn't like all that praying and all that standing about and praying.
No.
She doesn't like that rigidity of the day. Instead, right, I have 2 potential options for Maria. So we'll have to see which one you prefer.
Killer.
Right?
No.
No. We have missionary work.
Right.
Which seems to make sense.
Uh-huh.
It's something that nuns do. They go to places and they're like, "Hey, do you want to be a Christian?" And then they're like, "Yeah, I do," or "No, I don't." And go from there, I presume.
Right.
Or a nuns special forces / covert attack squad.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Now, the idea behind this is that nuns often, I'm given to understand, will have a hand in the raising of a child and the spiritual education of a child into shaping them into a good Catholic.
Yeah.
So the idea is, behind the nun special forces / covert attack squad, is that if there's a child who has grown up and is now an adult and is not, in fact, being a good Catholic, they will break out some sort of special reinforced crucifix that they will use to break down the door of this person's house, and then just like spray them with holy water. One of them things, thurible, which is what it's like a little smoking box on a chain.
Yeah.
One of them things out,
the
and
incense.
they'll exorcise the demons out of the person who was a good Catholic but is now straying, and then by the time they're done, the person will be a good Catholic once more.
Right. How does that sort?
Which of those 2 options do you like more?
So Maria is the one who's getting essentially exorcised here.
No. Maria is still has her faith.
Oh,
so
but
she's still a nun.
Right. Okay.
But she is part of the attack squad.
Right. Okay. So she gets put into this attack squad, like a sort of nun KGB, and is like broken down and like turned
like
into
a nun ninja, a nunja.
Yeah, a nunja. Wow. Yeah. Fucking hell. You know what they would say if there was nuns with us, Lewis?
What?
You're going to hell for this.
I would say I think you're overlooking all the perfectly other the other perfectly valid reasons.
They should be taking our advice and starting the nun special attack squad. Covert attack squad.
Yes. They break in the night with their enormous crosses and they make people good Catholics again.
Is that who's that? We are the nun covert attack squad. You must be a good...
Announcing that you're a covert attack squad is perhaps not the way to go about...
I am a secret covert agent.
I am a member of the secret police. Open the... Oh, fuck!
Oh, shit! It's not secret anymore. Oh, die for fuck's sake, every time.
I would like to point out, if we have any nuns listening, that I do, of course, respect your religion. I just think the idea of having a nun that's either utterly furious or part of like a special forces SEAL Team 6 type squad.
Yeah.
I just think that's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, it would work. I'd be terrified if like a group of covert nuns broke into my house and started telling me to be a good Catholic. I'd be like, oh, guys, you're too late. 2014, I started watching Stephen Fry videos. You're too late. I'm gone. Let me go.
Yeah, well, imagine the thing is, I think it would terrify you most at like your confirmation ceremony.
Yeah, and
if
they
you-
just
if you're
broke
not a
in.
Catholic person. If you're not a Catholic person, a confirmation is like a ceremony that I think you do to confirm that you'll be a Catholic and follow the ways of Jesus and stuff. I think that's the idea.
Yeah.
And so, if at the confirmation ceremony, everything's done. You take mass or whatever it is you do at one of these ceremonies, and then the priest. The priest that's in front of you says, and please let me introduce you to the sisters that are part of the monastery down the road. They are the nun covert attack squad, and if you break any of the promises and you start to stray from the light of God, they will break down your door and force you to be a good Catholic again.
Oh, fuck.
Imagine how incredibly terrifying that would be.
You wouldn't know.
Just look across at them and they're looking menacing with like all their nun get-ups with enormous wrought iron crosses.
I mean, you wouldn't know though, because like, most people, when they get their confirmation, are babies.
Oh, I thought a confirmation was a thing you did when you were like...
Oh no, you're
16,
thinking of communion.
Oh, okay.
Which is another way of confirming that you're on the Jesus team.
Oh, Jesus.
After your communion, that's when you get to eat the wee wafers. Before that, you can't eat the wafers, and then you go to like
so
confession,
it's like
things like that.
First communion-y type thing.
Yeah, there's a huge
right.
party for it. Like people have big parties over it and stuff like that. I never made communion, so I can't go up and get the bread, the wee bits of, but I still do it because how the fuck do they know?
I like to imagine there's some kind of a ledger. The non-covert attack squad
you go to a
comes and it's like, you haven't had your communion.
Yeah.
And then just smack the wafer out of your hand.
Yeah, that would work if like everyone in the world was at one parish only ever.
Or if everybody had access to the one enormous ledger.
Yeah, if there's like
excuse me, son, what's your name? And you have to go
Catholic
Daniel Forrest or Daniel Kerr.
Catholic database of like every Catholic.
Yes. It's like the IMDb, which is the International Movie Database, but it's the ICDB, the International Catholic Database.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fuck. It's like and it's like there's like a self-destruct button in the Pope's hat or something.
A self-destruct button of what? The database?
Of something.
What it is in the database room, there's like sprinklers. People go in and say, "Well, why have you got sprinklers near? If a fire starts near, the sprinklers go. You'll destroy all the servers. That's a terrible idea." And the Pope just looks at you and just taps his nose.
Yeah.
And you go, "Well, that was weird. I don't know what he means by that." And then one day, somebody discovers there's the International Catholic Database. And the Pope presses the button, and the sprinklers just dispense acid over the servers, and the purpose is to destroy them.
Oh God, it's like a paper trail getting rid of. See, if there's any practicing Catholics listening to this, and somewhat offended by this, I was baptized a Catholic, and I've forever searched a way to unbaptize myself, and you can't do it. You can't. So I have been thrust into this. So I'm allowed to make any fucking joke I want. Okay,
right.
I nearly got drowned when I was 2, so I'll be fucking making jokes. You understand? Please watch. Keep watching.
Please keep watching. Please keep watching. I know I'm saying very offensive things, but please keep watching. The thing is, it's not very offensive. It's about a hypothetical non-attack squad.
We're not. We're not making fun of actual Catholic things.
No. I mean, I do respect all religions, and I do, of course, respect the Catholic faith. But come on. The idea of a non-covert attack squad—that's hilarious. No matter which way you look at it.
It's quite funny. That is quite funny. But anyway, let's talk about the film we're here to. Jesus Christ. Favourite song?
Favourite song? Probably How Do You Solve a Problem Like Maria, because
it
made me think of covert non-attack squads.
It's quite funny. It's quite funny how the nuns are annoyed at Maria's singing, so they come up with a solution by singing.
Yeah, it's like
she sings everywhere. How do you solve a problem like Maria?
I suppose it's precisely like High School Musical 2. When they have a song, when this guy's like, "Sorry, I don't dance."
Yeah, and
in
he
order
dances.
To prove that point, he has a song where he sings and dances to prove that he does not, in fact, dance
throughout the entire thing. Yeah, that's that. They should have had someone just walk in and say, "By the way, you're singing. You know that, don't you?" Singing. So I find it funny that Maria thought that you weren't allowed to sing in the hills. It's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was singing in the hills," and the head nun or whatever says, "Yeah, well, so it's only in the abbey that we don't allow singing." But Maria thought that outside you're not allowed to sing, and yet she was singing at the top of her lungs, like as loud as she possibly, because she was in the hills. "I'm so sorry for singing in the hills, but I did it anyway, very loudly."
Maybe if it's in Austria, there's a chance of an avalanche. I don't really know.
What? Well,
because there's more snowfall in Austria. I suppose.
Yeah,
I don't. Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there is.
Although I think if the Austrian police came up to him and was like, "You, Julie Andrews, stop singing,"
yeah,
and we're like, "Well, you're just shouting much louder than I was singing. Is that not more of a security threat to the avalanche security of these mountains?"
That's true. That's true.
I've got a bit of an observation.
Right.
If people were generally more chilled out in this film, the vast majority of the events of the film probably wouldn't occur.
Yeah.
If the nuns were just like, "Well, Maria's singing a whole bunch and that's dead annoying, but you know what? go with the flow.
Yeah.
God is love. Everybody loves everybody.
Yep.
Let's just chill out a bit.
Yep.
Then they wouldn't have sent her away to the house. If the captain and the baroness weren't like, holy shit, we've got to get married right away.
Why is that?
Immediately, without hesitation, let's get married. If they were just like, you know what, we're going to get married, but you know what, we'll take our time about it. It's no rush.
Why is that the solution in every single film like this? Like, if a parent dies, immediately you must get married again. It's like, the children need a mother. Yeah, but it's like, if they're shite, it's like, what's the point in, just... I love how Max is just a straight up opportunist. He literally just admits it. He's like, oh yes, I've swindled many people in my... He's just like, I'm only... And he literally just uses... What's his name? Is it Georg or... Georg?
Genuinely no
I
idea
can't
what
remember
the
his... I
character
can't
names.
remember Christopher Plummer's name in this. But like... yeah, he literally just buys stuff and it's like, yes, I put it on your father's account. It's like, what? Who the fuck is this guy? Who is he in relation to these people?
This man is just here.
He's just there.
My family for no real reason. What the fuck's going on?
He's just there scrounging off my money. And he's allowed to do it.
This is Stewie, apparently. We're forgetting about the final Von Trapp child, Stewie Griffin.
Yeah.
Who was but why would I want to solve a problem like Maria? I happen to like this song.
I don't care if you like Maria. She's a boot. Stewie's the only one who tries to kill Maria. All the other kids are on board, but he's like, I'll kill you. That's the only thing that would make this film any better, if Stewie Griffin showed up in it.
Stewie Griffin. Just like Space Jam. It's just an character amongst a load of live action characters.
Oh, look, Mary
He just
Poppins.
turns up his, say again?
Mary Poppins, when like the penguins were in it, and it's like...
Yeah.
Do you know what the woman who wrote Mary Poppins was like absolutely against any animation of like any kind, and then when she found out, she was absolutely raging. You should watch that film Saving Mr. Banks with Emma Thompson. It's about the sort of making of Mary Poppins. Oh, it's actually really good.
Saving Mr. Banks.
It's quite emotional.
Okay.
It's quite sad.
London's Pamela Travers, a financially crunched author, visits Los Angeles to meet Walt Disney, who's very keen to adapt her Mary Poppins for the cinema. But his methods do not meet her approval.
Yep. Tom Hanks plays Walt Disney.
He certainly does, according to Google.
Yep. So there you go.
I like to think that on all these Google quick synopses of what happens in the film, you have to be able to say, whoa, after the end of every single one. But his methods do not meet her approval. Whoa!
Yeah, you sound like a sort of old worldy sort of announcer. It's like
and here come the aliens from Mars.
Yeah, see when Doctor Who was starting, and they had like adverts for the. It was like the Dalek invasion of Earth story. It's like Moonmen invade, and it's like just these Daleks going like that. The Daleks have invaded London. Only a few humans can stop them. Tune in to BBC One, Doctor Who.
Yeah, well, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
I don't know why they said moon men. I just hear goodbye, moon men.
Yes.
But yeah, listen, fucking Nun Covert secret agent, fuck off. Honestly. Oh god. Let's see if I get it. You know the first shot where it's like zooming in on Maria and she's like swinging around and dancing and all that.
I do know that shot. Yeah.
Do you know that was done with a helicopter?
What?
It's like how close they get to her. It's like unbelievable how close they get, and that's a massive helicopter. Now we just like use drones or something like that nowadays, but like they actually used a full-on helicopter to get that shot.
I suppose that's good. Sorry, now hang on. That took me a second to process. They used a helicopter.
Yeah.
Just like really close to Julie Andrews'
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
Hi, Julie Andrews. Hope you're looking forward to work today. We're just going to fly this helicopter a metre away from your face.
Try not to get your head cut off.
And then she goes, sorry, it's the 50s. How much is a metre? It's about 3 feet, Julie Andrews. Oh, okay. Right, yeah, okay.
That's good.
Sorry, there's a bit of a twist right at the end.
Yeah.
The climactic scene, the final scene of The Sound of Music, is the Von Trapp family, Maria and the captain and all the little ones. They are fleeing Austria.
Yeah.
Because of Nazis.
Yeah.
Which is, pretty good reason to flee anywhere if a Nazi walks in.
Right.
If a Nazi walks into a bar that you're in, leaving is probably a good shout.
Yep. Get a few punches in there, but leave.
Yeah, naturally. And the question is, are they likely to actually reach Switzerland on foot?
Yeah.
Over mountains?
I mean,
Hope winter's not on its way. Bloody hell.
Where is... I'm going to look at where Austria is on a map, right?
I'm pretty sure Austria borders Switzerland. Well, I'm pretty sure both Danny and I are now Googling Austria and Switzerland. Okay.
I hope it does. It's a long walk.
If Austria doesn't border Switzerland, then they're all definitely dead.
No, wait, it doesn't. Does it?
What? Oh, no, it does. Yeah, down at the bottom left. By Tyrol on this... Oh, it's a German map. Okay.
Does it?
According to... Right, Google
I
Maps.
don't think
Come
it does.
Help me, Google. On the sort of bottom left.
I'm seeing Austria, Germany. Oh wait, no. Oh no, wait. Yeah, there it is. But they're in They're in Salzburg. Salzburg.
Where's Salzburg?
Salzburg.
Oh, that's fucking way away.
That's
They
so
go to Germany first.
They need to go through Germany.
Where the Nazis are. Come on now, bloody hell.
Oh my god. They can't go. They can't go to Italy because of Mussolini. They can't go to Slovenia.
What's in Slovenia?
I don't know what's there, but they can't go to the Czech Republic because that's occupied as well. Switzerland just remained neutral.
Yeah, so it's a long old bloody walk from Austria to from Salzburg to Switzerland.
Yeah.
If they were like on the border, it's okay. Tough walk, but maybe they'd do it. Fine.
I think, yeah.
But like, bloody hell. Maybe they die. Maybe that's what happens after the film ends. They just fucking die.
No, they wouldn't do that.
Maybe they get especially cold, and then Julie Andrews sings a song and goes, "Well, we're a bit bloody cold, but if we sing a song, we'll all get better again."
Yeah.
And then they're fine after that.
I've got a note here. Haha, Nazis are so fucking stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
Go on, explain your thought process. I agree, but explain your thought process behind this specific note.
So they're like, let's wait outside for them, and then they go to the concert, and then they go backstage. Wouldn't you just have a guard backstage just to make sure that they don't try and run off? Because you already suspect them, but no, let's everyone sit in the audience and have a nice time, and then just stroll out with them. It's so fucking stupid, man.
I like imagining it's like these officers. They know they're on a mission, but on the same level, they just want to have a nice night out.
Yeah.
There's one of them sat there in the front row eating popcorn. The one next to him's got a big ball of candy floss that he's eating away at, and then the third one is like sat there with a small cup of black coffee or something. He goes, "I think the Von Trapps might be trying to leave." and then they're both looking at him and go, "Shut up! The show hasn't finished yet."
He's gonna read out the winners, you dick. I mean, the soldiers or the guy who's now like a captain of the Nazis is like, well, a small delay in my orders wouldn't go amiss. It doesn't look as if it's a small delay. It's at least it looks like a fucking 3-hour show. I was like, wait, is it still going? I'm like, what? The winners? What? Oh my god! I mean, yeah, but plenty of time to escape. So
yeah, and don't forget if they did get cornered by Nazis, Maria has 2 options. She can use her Nun Covert secret agent training to beat the snot out of these Nazis, which, to be honest, I'm pretty sure Jesus would look favourably on beating some Nazis up. I don't like to speak for Jesus.
No, I don't know what Jesus would do. I mean, let's just go with it.
Let's just go with saying that Jesus would turn a blind eye to Maria beating some Nazis up. Or she could get her guitar out and it'd be like Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, fucking whack them.
Play a really intense riff, and then the Nazis just like explode into coins.
Why wouldn't you just
then they
whack
get to
them with your
and they're
massive...
like, well, I've got all these coins, way.
Why wouldn't you just whack them with your massive guitar case? I mean, they do have guns, to be fair.
They do have guns. Plus, acoustic guitars aren't that heavy. I feel like smashing a guitar over someone's head, it might disorient them for a couple of seconds, but... Plus, you can only really hit one person at a time with a guitar.
Yeah.
You can't do several soldiers in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, you stupid fuck.
I like. Do you know? I do like the fact that every time you see like Nazis in these old films, they are portrayed as just really stupid. Because like I feel as if Nazis get this stereotype of being these hardened, warriors and these machine-like men. It's like no, they weren't. They were fucking pathetic dipshits. Who fucked up their country economically and could sustain it for about 6 years before they just decided to give up and kill themselves. They're fucking idiots. Okay.
Well, the thing is, the question you have to ask yourself when Nazis are being portrayed in films is, could you play Benny Hill over the top of whatever action is currently ongoing? And if the answer is yes, then you've correctly portrayed your Nazis in that film.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the nuns at the end as well. Forgive me, mother, if I have said. Fucking legends, man. Honestly. I mean, amazing. That's the way to do it.
I'm just saying, Covert Nun Attack Squad. Make it happen.
Yeah, that's them.
Make it happen.
That's them. That's how the organisation starts. It's like the end of that episode of Doctor Who. It's like, I shall call it the Torchwood Institute. I shall call it the Secret Covert Nun Agency.
Oh God. Covert Non-Attack Squad. It's like SEAL Team Rix, it's SEAL Team 6, but it's like SEAL Team Nuns.
I keep forgetting what it is you say. It's Covert Non-Attack Squad.
I've already forgotten as well. It's not hilarious. Covert Attack Squad. Covert Non-Attack Squad.
Covert Non-Attack Squad. Right, okay.
My cat is looking at me after I said Covert Attack Squad. I think she might know something that I don't.
What are you saying? What? Do you want to die? Oh God!
Looking at me, I used to be a fucking nun. What are you saying about me? You saying I was part of a covert non-attack squad? You fuck. I'm going to go and shit in your shoes. That's what my cats say.
I like the fact that they didn't make the Baroness like a stereotypical wicked stepmother type thing. Like,
yeah, me too.
All in all, she seemed okay. I mean, she was a bit sort of. They hinted at her being opportunistic, like Max, but then like she was like, "Oh, I enjoyed our time together. Goodbye." It's like, wow, she took that really well.
Took it on the chin, yeah.
Yeah, good.
I suppose that is something you see a lot in older films. Is stepmothers generally are portrayed as these like horrific evil villains.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to sort of, I suppose, in these films generally they're trying to portray like the traditional sort of family values of you shouldn't get divorced, you should just marry someone and that's it sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So I suppose stepmothers are directly in contradiction to that.
Yeah.
So it is nice to see a film like this where the stepmother is treated as a human being.
Yeah.
Who, like we say, sort of takes it on the chin. She's like, well, that's a bit shit, but you know.
Definitely. I was surprised by this film. Because I was expecting some other things and I didn't get them, which I'm glad I didn't get them. Because it's an old film, and old films generally have outdated sort of views, and I was like, oh God. Lewis thought the same. Lewis was like, please don't tell me they're going to be okay with Nazis at the end of this film.
Yes, exactly. I was going into this film and I was like, right, I know there are Nazis in this. Please let this film be anti-Nazi. Yeah. Please, God, let this film be anti-Nazi. And thank Christ it is.
Thank you, Christ.
Yes, thank you, Christ, for being anti-Nazi.
Jesus Christ.
My cat has walked out as soon as we started talking about Nazis, so that's good.
She's just like, you guys talk about Nazis way too much, man. There's so much ADR in this film.
Oh God,
there's so much ADR. I was like, are they even speaking? Like, for the majority of it, it's so much ADR. Holy shit! They'd probably need to just do the entire film again, but recorded, just dialogue only.
Maybe.
There's fucking loads of it.
Imagine trying to do that. That'd be. I mean, it'd sound terrible, but imagine trying to do that. That'd be ridiculous.
That would be like filming a film and then doing like a radio play of the film afterwards. It's like, what? I need to do this again, but I can't even move or anything. I have to sit in a recording booth and do it.
I mean, double wages, but God, at what cost?
At what
I want
cost?
to kill myself.
Yeah, God. I'm rapidly.
I'm
rapidly running out of notes
say the
here.
same thing. Unless you want to do more chatting about the covert non-attack squad.
No.
I think I am almost entirely out of notes. Yeah.
Austria looks nice.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I've never been. I'm sure it's lovely.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to try and calculate the walk. Right.
What?
Where is it? Salzburg. Salzburg to Switzerland.
Oh God! 18 days.
Salzburg to Switzerland by foot.
Oh my God!
Come on, Google Maps, don't let me down. 96 hours.
Oh, wait.
96 hours, where's my calculator? 96 divided by 24. Okay, so if they don't eat or sleep or stop, then that's 4 days.
Right.
Can you survive 4 days hiking through wilderness? I mean, that's going through Germany.
Yeah, I mean...
Where all the Nazis are, and they're doing this to avoid Nazis.
Do they have water?
I mean, they're in snowy mountains, aren't they? Maybe they can just eat some snow.
Yeah, if they have water, they'll be fine. They'll be hungry as shit, but I think they'll be all right.
Yeah. Danica, survival expert, says, "Yeah, I reckon they'll be fine.
They'll be all right.
Walking from Salzburg to Switzerland, who gives a shit? Hey."
I mean, I could do it.
Could you?
Yeah.
Could you now? You could walk from Salzburg to Switzerland
on my own, naked, no food, nothing.
No food, no flint and steel.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Nothing.
Yep, perfect. And on that note, have you got a conclusion?
I do, yeah. I'm usually hostile to musicals, but this one has a real charm to it. Discipline has its uses, but it runs out very quickly. Humans need love, joy, and companionship to achieve sustainability. Oh, and fuck Nazis!
Yes, fuck Nazis, and also a straightforward, if lengthy tale, which has aged surprisingly well given its age. Still not my favourite musical, though, as Cats 2019 deserved the Best Picture Oscar, Best Original Soundtrack. It just deserved every award
Release the
I could
butthole
possibly
cut.
give it. Release the butthole cut.
Release it.
Release the Snyder butthole cut.
I mean, I doubt that Justice League is going to be made any better by Snyder's version, because it was shit.
I have no idea. I didn't even watch the actual Justice League. I watched Batman v Superman, and I was like, oh, well, I was really excited for that, and it was just kind of okay.
I thought, yeah. Martha!
And then I watched Suicide Squad, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, that was kind of crap, really. And then from that point on, I haven't watched any of them. I didn't watch Wonder Woman.
No.
I have no plan to watch.
I watched
Wonder
Woman
1984. Is that what's coming out? How is it? Is it good?
It's certainly the best one out of the lot.
I see. But is that like saying that?
No. I mean, it was an alright film. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right,
I mean, it wasn't.
Maybe I'll check it out then.
It wasn't the best, but the only DC film that I'm looking forward to now is the Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Oh God, yeah. I'm really looking forward to that.
Because Wonder Woman was a good film, I'll watch Wonder Woman 1984. But the fact that they've already brought Chris Pine back is like, oh, for fuck's sake, why can't you just kill people off and just let them die? I mean, instead of propping up their corpse every fucking sequel. Let the man rest.
Mission Impossible have been doing pretty well off the back of Tom Cruise for the last 20 years, or however long they've been making their movies. I mean, Christ.
I mean, Tom Cruise has his strengths and his weaknesses, and I prefer him in films like Rain Man and like A Few Good Men and stuff like that. I am sick to fucking death of seeing Tom Cruise run and fight people and like do his own stunts and all that. No one's impressed, mate, right? Nobody gives a shit.
Everybody just thinks you're kind of a psycho, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Being able to do your own stunts is not that impressive,
yeah.
mate. So it's like, yeah, great, you can do it, but should you?
I remember that quote from The Thick of It. They're as mad as Tom Cruise's favourite fucking brush. I don't really know what that means, but it sounds funny.
Because daft as a brush is like a turn of phrase, and Tom Cruise is mad himself. So therefore, by extension, Tom Cruise's maddest brush
is fucking
must
mad.
be the maddest brush in the world.
Yeah, must be crazy.
Must be mad as shit.
I like that. An insane brush that has Tom Cruise's madness imprinted onto it. So it's just the maddest brush in the world. It's like Toy Story, but with cleaning utensils. Utensils. Fuck.
Utensils. Yes, I pick up a comb. Ah, yes, this is a good utensil for combing my hair. Oh, lordy.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, on the subject of Mission Impossible, I want to do those someday. I really like them.
Okay.
They get better with time. The third one is good. The fourth one is real good.
Rogue.
The fifth one's really, really good. They get better with time.
Rogue Nation. What?
Ghost Protocol was good. Rogue Nation was a weird concept, but kind of good. Fallout, that was pretty good. Henry Cavill gets his face burned off.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Nice.
And that's the reason why he had them weird lips in Justice League, because he grew a mustache and didn't want to shave it off.
Oh wow. That make. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
We've got so much to do. We'll get there one day.
Do we have some shilling to do?
We always have shilling to do. Go on, hit me with some shills.
I am on Instagram at Hiram. I'm on Facebook at Daniel Character. I'm on Twitter at Kerzer2000. What are you on, Lewis?
I am on Instagram at Lewis_Brindley. I am on Twitter at LewisBrindley4. And I have a Facebook page too, which is Lewis Brindley. We also have a Shouting Into the Void Facebook page, which is called Shouting Into the Void.
Yep.
So, can you guess how long it took us to come up with that name? Bloody hell. But, yeah, we have a Facebook page which has 100 followers. How crazy is that?
Woo!
It's growing and it's following. No, it's not following. Well, stuff's happening
it's
anyway.
Following
it's really
us.
Exciting. Yes, because that's growing. We're having loads of new listeners, and thank you very much, everybody. It means the absolute world. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following us on Facebook. It means the world.
Absolutely. We are on Podomatic, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we have a YouTube channel, we're on Deezer, we're on Google Podcasts, we're on Amazon Podcasts, we have a PayPal donate button, so anything you can spare, anything at all, would mean the absolute world to us. So go on.
Yes, so get over there. No, yes, it would mean the world to us. If you can't spare any cash, we completely understand. It's tough times and all that. But if you've got 10 minutes spare, then consider leaving us a nice review on on Apple Podcasts, the iTunes Store, or wherever you can. It would mean the absolute world, and it's a free, great way to help us out. So thank you.
Definitely. We also have Patreon, and we want to thank our wonderful, wonderful patrons. Chloe.
Thank you.
Darius.
Thank you.
Sophie.
Thank you.
Peter.
Thank you.
Aditya.
Thank you.
And Richard.
Thank you very much, one and all.
Thank you.
You
so
mean
much.
the absolute world. You make this possible, and you enable us to do this thing that we love to do. So thank you.
Absolutely. We also have merch. We sell mugs, t-shirts, jumpers, tote bags, stickers, all of the things that you could need on Teespring and Redbubble. So
Indeed, we do.
Yeah.
Speaking of merch, we stole the bloody t-shirt this week.
Yeah, we
Isn't that
did.
exciting?
Woo!
Hooray!
Courtesy of our good friend Darius, who bought his very own Shouting Into the Void t-shirt. So thank you, Darius.
He did. Yes, thank you, Darius. Thank you, Teespring, for making a t-shirt. I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
We weren't sure there. And last but certainly not least, we are partnered with a wonderful company called Number 12 Crochet Avenue, and Lewis has some glowing things to say about them, all of which are true.
Indeed I do. Number 12 Crochet Avenue is a company run by my amazing wife, in which she crochets and makes things and sells them, and she is really bloody good at it. The Instagram page that she runs is called @Number 12 Crochet Avenue. There is no punctuation, no shortenings, it's just them words in that order. Type them into your Instagram and have a look. She makes absolutely incredible things that are definitely worth a buy, especially coming up to like Christmas and Halloween and loads of different stuff now, so make sure to go and check it out. She makes absolutely gorgeous stuff, and even if you don't want to buy anything, the Instagram page is absolutely it is beautiful. It is chef's kiss beautiful, so check it out. Thank you.
Please do. Well, that was The Sound of Music.
It was The Sound of Music. Are you ready for my favourite part of the show?
Yes.
In which we randomly select from our long old list of suggestions what we are going to do next week.
Okay, so I'll spin the wheel and then you tell me the result, right?
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
It is 150 is the number. The film, it is suggested by Aditya. It is a movie, and it is Around the World in 80 Days, of which I didn't even know there was a film.
Oh. Great!
Hang on a second. We're having a look. Everyone. Don't panic. Hang on, Aditya. Is this a film? Okay, there is a film called Around the World in 80 Days. I'll tell you what, right. We'll do that next. We'll do that the week after next. I want to do something a bit more modern for this one.
Yeah.
But I will still pick it from the list.
Yeah.
We're going to keep random number generating until we hit on a more modern film.
Right, okay. 3, 2, 1...
That is not a film. Okay, let's go again.
Okay, right. 3, 2, 1. Whee!
I've landed on something more modern. The number is 83. The film is Irobot.
Oh, that's
the Will Smith classic with robots in it.
That's a good film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Aditya, we will do Around the World in 80 Days after Irobot then.
Indeed we will. Yes.
It's only fair.
Indeed. What do I write that down? Okay, Irobot. I am excited. I've wanted to watch this film for ages.
Well, there you go. Your dream has come true.
My dream has come true. Not only do I get to talk about it, I get to talk about it on a podcast. What's not to love about that?
Exactly. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode, and we shall see you, hear you, meet you in the road to Switzerland over the mountains.
Yes.
Next
I'll
time.
take a 4-day hike to Switzerland with you.
Goodbye.
Bye.